Hello and welcome to Smaulgld's American Gold Buffalo sales update for the month of November 2017. American Gold Buffalo sales are headed towards their lowest mintage ever. November sales of American Gold Buffalo coins are down 93% from November 2016. U.S. Mint sold just 2,000 of these 24 1-ounce gold coins in November versus the 29,500 they sold in November 2016. In October, American Gold Buffalo sales were 7,000. Now, the total American Gold Buffalo and American Gold Eagle sales in November were just 14,000 ounces. That's down 92% from the 177,000 ounces sold in November 2016. So we asked the question again, with sales so poor for the American Gold Buffalo, will they discontinue this coin? But let's take a look at some of the charts that show how the American Gold Buffalo coin is doing. This year, as we mentioned, is going to be the lowest mintage, so it might be a key date in the American Gold Buffalo series. Now, the American Gold Buffalo coin is a relatively recent introduction by the U.S. Mint in 2006. It is a 4.9 pure gold coin. It is basically a replica of the Buffalo nickel that was in circulation in the first half of the 20th century, except that it is in gold. Now let's take a look now what happened this year versus last year. Just like in the silver eagles and the gold eagle sales, January started out pretty much like last January. Very robust sales, and that's represented by the red line, just slightly lower than 2016's January. But then things quickly fell apart, as you can see, as the red line goes down, excuse me, and the blue line remains for 2016 fairly strong. In fact, gold sales in 2016, not just the Gold Buffalo, but you combine the Gold Buffalo and the Gold Eagle sales, were the strongest in about 5 years. So 2016 was a very strong year for U.S. Mint retail sales. And this year, as we'll see, when we get to the chart below, has been the worst year for gold sales since 2007, the year before the financial crisis of 2008-2009 hit. So only in March of this year did the U.S. Mint manage to sell more American Gold Buffalo coins in a month than it did in 2016. Now, you can't blame it on November, because prior Novembers have been relatively strong going out to the end of the year. Generally, what the Mint does, if there's demand, they pump them up in November so they can kind of take a break in December and shut down early, so they satisfy the dealers' authorized purchasers' requests for current year coins in November rather than trying to pump them out in December when everyone wants to take a break. Now, they say they quit early because they need to change over the dies, but I haven't seen other mints take that amount of time to turn over dies for the next year's coins. So anyway, 2000 was the lowest other than 2010. I'm not sure if they were making them that month or that year. They quit early, but in any event, 2000 is the lowest month in which they reported making and selling coins. Now, let's take a look here. As I mentioned, the coin was around since 2006. And it generally sells less than the American Gold Eagle 1-ounce coin, the 22-karat coin. Coin has never achieved the same level of popularity as the American Gold Eagle. And in 2015, they sold 2.85 more American Gold Eagles than the Gold Buffaloes. In 2016, that number went up to 3.73. This year, with the low American Gold Eagle and low American Gold Buffalo sales through November, the ratio is about 2.23 to 1. That doesn't mean that the American Buffalo coin is getting more popular because the ratio is going down. It just means that they're also selling a lot fewer of the American Gold Eagle coins. Now, let's take a look at this here. Now, this is the chart showing the entire history of sales of the coin on an annualized basis. First year the coin was a novelty, came out. First 24-karat gold coin minted by the U.S. Mint. 2006 sold 323,000. And then generally it's been about a 200,000 a year coin, except this year 86,500. through today, December 7th, which means they probably aren't going to make much more. They probably might not release any more this year, and that will be the lowest mintage in this series, which again I ask, will they then discontinue this coin? If they do, this is a good year to have, even if they don't discontinue it, because it is in a sense a key date, because it's only 86,500 made. So we'll definitely see this is the lowest of the American Gold Buffalo mintages. Now, if you're interested in buying American Gold Buffalo coins, you can do so at the links below at SD Bullion, BGSC.com, Golden Eagle Coins, Money Metals Exchange. Compare pricing and shipping. And if you do visit those sites through the links that I provide below this BitChute, YouTube, and on the Smaulgld site, you'll pay no more, no less than if you visited those sites directly. It's not an investment advice to buy these coins, but if you're going to do so, please consider doing so through the Smaulgld site, as Smaulgld gets a small commission on each sale. Here's a chart we've been producing. I think we started this one this year. This shows the aggregate amount of total ounces of gold sold by the U.S. Mint when you take into consideration all of American Gold Buffalo coins, which are 1 ounce, all of 1 ounce American Gold Eagle, all 1/10, 1/4, and 1/2 ounce American Gold Eagle coins, and you get the total amount of gold sold. Well, this year, through December 7th, it's about 330,000 ounces. That is the lowest total amount of ounces since 2007, when they sold 366,000. Actually, if the U.S. Mint doesn't sell another 20 or 30,000 more, it'll be the lowest year since 2000. 2000 was a very low year because you're coming off the peak year of 1999, when there was a panic into gold because of Y2K fears. For those of you too young to remember, that what happened that year was people were concerned that the computers would not turn over to 2000 because they had not considered that when they created the code for computers at the time, and they were concerned that if they did not turn over, there'd be lots of issues with things that were running on computers. So people thought they better have gold if there was some type of disaster where power grids don't work, computers don't work, banks don't work. People wanted to have the physical gold in hand. When nothing happened, the next year people lost interest in gold. And 2000 was also a year in which the dot-com bubble was in full effect. So, if you move forward to this time period, you have similar circumstances. You have the cryptomania going on. You have the financial crisis appearing to be in the rearview mirror 6-7 years. You have people thinking the consumer confidence is high. So that's another reason you're seeing these low gold sales. Also, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for today's podcast. So if you're interested in buying gold or silver, please do so through the Smaulgld site. Also, please consider making a donation to Smaulgld via Bitcoin, Litecoin, or via PayPal. Also, consider becoming a Smaulgld patron, clicking on the link there. And please remember to subscribe to Smaulgld, the Smaulgld website. And the reason for that is you never know when this channel might be terminated or BitChute might go out of business. By the way, VidMe is already gone, and you never know how long YouTube will keep this or any channel up. Thank you very much for listening.